On New Year's Eve, after a meeting with Moody's prior, Moody's upgraded the great city of Atlantic City's rating to Baa3, which is now the city of Atlantic City is officially investment grade. Right. Just to think, 10 years ago, January 1st, 2016, I became council president here in the great city of Atlantic City. On MLK weekend, we then met with the then president, then Senate President, Steve Sweeney at Geno's, Councilman Shabazz and I for 3.5 hours. And we talked about this bill that was floating around the legislature of taking over the great city of Atlantic City. You know, words was exchanged, and it was a long, drawn-out process that ultimately the state succeeded in taking over the great city of Atlantic City. I believe it was November 9th, 2016. We had the junkiest of junk bonds imaginable. The city's finances, were not in a good space. Employees were getting paid once a month. People were running to the bank to cash their checks. And the outlook was bleak. We even entertained the B word, bankruptcy. And it was a long, drawn-out fight. However, that was then, this is now. As we stand here 10 years later at investment grade level, it is a testament to all involved, from the administration, the state, and the city council. When we have these meetings with Moody's, they are intense. You have to come prepared. You have to lay everything out on the table. And it's just a testament to our administration that we improve the governance and management of the great city of Atlantic City. Investor confidence is at an all-time high. And what does it mean to get a rating upgrade? It just means that if we needed to go borrow money, we'll get a favorable rate. I'm telling you, as mayor of the great city of Atlantic City, we don't need to borrow any money. But if the option came and we needed it, we are in a good space. And I want to say something to the people as well. This government gets criticized all the time. And people say, oh, they spend like, drunken sailors. They spend and spend and spend. Spending is out of control. Ladies and gentlemen, that's just not true. We had about $556 million in debt not too long ago. And a lot of people thought it was from spending. No, those are legacy tax appeal. And I have a saying that men, women, political opportunities lie, but the numbers and facts don't. Let me share some numbers with you. Let me share the truth. The great city of Atlantic City, as of December 31st, a few days ago, was $228 million in debt. Say that again, $228 million in debt, down from over 500 plus million. Only out of that number, $71 million is from actual debt that the city has incurred. Which, if you go to any major municipality with a budget like ours, you'll take that each and every day of the week. It's low compared to everything. So the great city of Atlantic City, after next year, which internally that we call a cliff, our debt after this year falls down to $202 million. As a matter of fact, our debt is so low that we don't even get rated on Outlook anymore. Years ago, all we wanted was an upgrade and a positive outlook. Those days are gone. So as we move forward this year with a lot of development and more, the city is going to continue to be in the best position possible. And we all know that I always said that my priority are the taxpayers. And as we speak, I'm working extremely hard together to produce a 7th straight tax decrease. And we're working extremely hard. I see, people to your left, my right, they're cringing, but they know my priorities and they know anything else is unacceptable. So I'm just happy to share this news, to bring this news and put the finances in perspective. Thank you.